Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today's video we're going to be talking about the T-2020, what is widely considered the worst tank in World of Tanks Blitz. But I don't think so. Now, you're going to see here in a few of these games, the T-2020 actually isn't that bad. I think people think it's a lot worse than it actually is. Sure, it doesn't have the best armor or the best gun, but it's very similar to something like an IS-3. Now, I would definitely not say it's the best tier 8 tank by any means, but this is definitely not the worst. There are a lot worse tanks than the T-2020. I can pretty consistently do very well in this tank. I mean, I'm winning pretty much most of my games and stuff. It's not a bad tank at all. It's got decent mobility. The gun isn't bad. It's got good heat pin, good premium pin. It's got decent accuracy for a Soviet gun. It's got okay armor. The armor's not bad. I mean, the turret's pretty good. You can bounce on your hull if you wiggle and stuff. And yeah, it's really just not that actually bad of a tank. And I mean, we're gonna have some games here. You can see some gameplay of it. But yeah, the T-2020 I think is definitely underrated. Now, I thought this tank was actually horrible when I first got it, so I just played it as a joke to see how bad it was, and yeah, no, it's actually not that bad. So I was pleasantly surprised by the T-2020. I got this tank for free during the Christmas event from opening one of the crates. You know, wasn't really exactly what I wanted when you had like a 0.5% drop chance of it. Would have much rather gotten the 10% drop chance of the snow globe, but you know, this tank isn't half bad, so it's actually almost not too bad that I got this as well. But yeah, T-2020 isn't actually as bad as most people call it, I would say, in my opinion. I mean, I wouldn't go out and get this tank for any reason, because just use an IS-5 or an IS-3, or if you're gonna get a premium, just get a Object 252U. So like, don't go out and buy the tank because there's really no reason to. But the tank isn't actually as bad as a lot of people say. So we're gonna be cruising along here, 1500 damage. You can see the mobility isn't half bad. We're going to get up here, try to take out this J Panther 2 up here. We get around to the corner, get a nice 427 shot on him. We do get pinned. He does get taken out though. We're only at about 2k damage. I forgot this game wasn't that higher damage, my bad. The next one will be a little bit higher damage. And we just have this T-29 left now. So you can see the tank gets around pretty good for a heavy tank. I mean, decent mobility again, like I said. You can see that accuracy is not half bad. I mean, that was a pretty good shot for a Soviet tier 8 heavy tank. They are not known for having the most accurate guns. Object 252, horrible accuracy. IS-3, horrible accuracy. Yeah, they're not the best on the accuracy department. So we're going to pull around and get another shot into this guy, and we get about 3k damage. So actually, that's not half bad for a tier 8 game. 3k damage is very respectable. We're going to hopefully get another shot, but we can't. He gets taken out by our team. So you can see this was an easy win. I mean, we got all the way around the map. We went from the heavy side all the way to the medium side very quickly, getting tanks and damage done as along the way. So we get a third class with that. 2.8k damage is not bad at all. So let's get into this second game here of the T-2020. This one's going to be on Faust here, and we'll skip ahead. But yeah, I mean, I can understand why the T-2020 is hated on. A lot of people don't like, you know, this sort of tank. It has been buffed a lot though since it came out. I think that's part of it is this tank when it first came out was you know, not as good as it is currently. I think this has had an armor buff, maybe a mobility buff. I'm not 100% sure, and I don't know about any gun buffs. But it's definitely been buffed a decent amount because people said it was so bad, obviously. So, you know, it's not what it was when it came out. It's definitely much better. And I think it's actually, you know, the buffs did work. I think the tank isn't that horrible. So, you know, it's actually not a bad tank at all. There's honestly some scenarios where I'm doing better in this tank than the Object 252U, just because I'm not sure if it does, but this tank feels like it has more gun depression. And the gun seems more reliable to me. But that's just me. I'm not sure about that at all. So we're going to be pretty aggressive here. This ISU is actually stock, so he's going to bounce us. We're going to get aim in here on a shot. Didn't want to bounce on the troll ISU armor. So we get 2 shots and he backs off and just drops down. So we have these 2 heavy tanks to farm for us. So we're going to pop up here, get a nice shot off, and then we do get actually shot by the Panther. We get a bounce from him though. So this is just a tier 7 med. He's pretty easy to farm up if we want to. So we're just going to chill here and we have all the damage we want. So we're going to wait here for a shot on the Panther, get a nice 431 pin into him, and you can see the T-2020 gun depression is there, and the gun is there as well, not half bad. And so we're going to get up here, go for another shot on this Tiger, and this is what I'm talking about. We got another bounce from the side, and we can easily pin him with our heat. I mean, come on. This isn't half bad. I mean, you're performing just as good as an Object 252 right here, which is why I say this tank isn't actually horrible. Now, I am going to kind of get wrecked here because, you know, I did probably push too aggressive into this, position right here, and I do take a shot from the IS-3 right there while I'm backing up. I do kind of stop and wait here. I should have just kept backing up and kind of turned around and gone for the tanks behind them and stuff. So I pull out for a shot, hit the Panther. He just HEs me, but then the IS-3 pulls out and gets a big shot into me. So that was very unfortunate, and that's going to actually not be good for later on. You're going to see. So we kind of pull around here. There is the Tiger 2, and I don't aim well and completely miss that shot. He also shoots us as well, bringing us down to a one-shot. So we can't get this tiny little sliver of the Panther right here, but we aren't able to get that in time. And then there is an ISU, and he bounces us. Kind of a bra moment. I mean, we got very lucky right there. So we're going to back up here. I wish I hadn't have backed up so much, because we do get this ISU finish in time and pull forwards. But yeah, rip, the AMX 5100 does take us out. So if I had pulled around there earlier and not taken the shot from the ISU, I mean the IS and the Tiger, I could have pulled around there, killed the AMX and all that good stuff, and we would have had a very high damage game right here. But still 3.2k damage, 3k damage blocked, though. That's what I really wanted to show this game, was how much damage was blocked. So yeah, not bad at all. Definitely think the T2020 is underrated and not the worst tank in the game. But yeah, give me your thoughts on the T2020 down below in the comments. I want to know how you guys feel about the tank. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.